always have a problem. She's trying to be like me, literally.
Reflection.
Well, I'm just get right into it. I'm really just going with the flow with this video because I contemplated on coming back to YouTube and, you know, coming on here and talking on such a touchy topic. I just think one day, like, just go for it. Like, randomly one day last week, I was like, I'm gonna just record a YouTube video and, you know, speak on my sister. I feel like I do want to come back on YouTube for a lot of people that, you know, have YouTube careers or are doing well on YouTube. All of their support, a lot of people have a lot of supporters from YouTube and they always roll over to like Instagram and the other social media sites. So I feel like YouTube is a good place to grow a solid community because they're going to follow you wherever you go. Like, for example, Diara is a good example of that, and all of her supporters follow her on any platform that she goes to, and most people know her from YouTube. So I feel like YouTube is a good place to build a solid foundation. But enough about my rant on YouTube. That's not the point. The clips that y'all seen before I came on the screen is just some memories of me and my sister, moments that I wish we could recreate, moments that I wish we had more time in, days were more than 24 hours. I'm just here, that's it. I'm just here and I'm gonna just talking however my words come to me, but I never expected to be entering the year with my sister and then having to be entering a new year without her. I never knew like that something like this would happen, and nobody would ever think to, you know, think of like losing a sibling or whatever like that. But it's like, I feel this is something that there'll always be a hole in me that won't be filled, because when my sister left, she took a part of me. For real. I have like so many emotions, and like I talked about this briefly on Instagram about how some days I'll be like some days my passion is there, like for the things that I want to do. My goals are endless. The things that I have in my brain is like surpass the sky. Like the things that I've seen for myself, visions, dreams that I have for myself, my life, my family, or goals that I want to reach. I feel like they're endless. That a lot inside of me that I can pour out, but then there'll be days where I'm like, is it even worth it? You know, I say that because like my sister is always there. Whatever I'm doing, whatever I want to do, any business that I start, YouTube when I started, anything that I did, she supported. I just hate the feeling of not knowing that when I accomplish things, the main person that's the loudest for me, always cheering for me, won't be there. So it's like, I'd be upset thinking like, oh, I should do like this type of video or record this type of content. And it's like upsetting when like she won't be there to hype me up or like see it. I hate that I'll do stuff that she won't be here to see. Like my sister did a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish myself, and I'm just upset. I'm upset that she won't be here to see me do or reach all the things that she's reached. And that's one of the things that like upset me when it comes to my passions, or like when it comes to pursuing school, when it comes to pursuing my clothing brand, when it comes to pursuing content. That's one of the things that upsets me, that she won't be here to see me do it anymore, because she was always the loudest for me, you know. Nonetheless, I feel like I know that like she wouldn't want me to give up and stuff. Like it's been 5 months that I haven't talked to my sister. This is still fresh for me, but I'm saying like at the beginning months, and I remember like having to start school and stuff and having to register for classes, and I'm just like, I don't even want to do it no more. Like I was just in that space, which that's what comes with taking a big loss, and especially losing a big chunk of you in your life. I know how my sister is. I know her encouragement all throughout college. She encouraged me constantly every time when I wanted to give up. Whatever decision that I went with, she always supported. And I like have messages and stuff that I reread and go look at so that I can get encouraged to keep going, because she always encouraged me to keep going. When we lost people dear and near to us, we always encouraged each other, and she always would be there to say, like, you know, how life is so short, how you just have to love life and live in the moment and do what makes you happy, because you never know. Because you never know when it be your time, and life is just crazy, so you never know what will happen. So just try to enjoy life. Enjoy the moments and the memories. That whole aspect of her is like, when we go through grief and stuff, we always be like, yeah, no, we just gotta do it. Or, you know, they wouldn't want you to be like this, and they would want you to get up, come on, get cute, let's go, and stuff like that. Like her encouragement, or like the realizations you see when death comes. You see how quick your life can be taken away, or you see how fast life just come and go. So you just have to really enjoy the moments. Just by knowing that's how she is, I would try to think on that, like, you know, she wouldn't want that for you. She wouldn't want you to give up. Like, I'm just now telling her the ending of last year, that I finally wanted to get my bachelor's degree, because if you know, in college just to get my associate degree. And then I finally was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to get my bachelor's degree, because I want to do it for me now, you know. And I told her that, and she was like proud of me and stuff. And then I remember saying, like, I'm a scholar like you, because she got her master's degree and she was gonna go back and get her doctor's degree and stuff. When I was thinking about college, I'm like, I can't just give up. But in that moment, that's what I felt. But then I had to think back on my sister. Like, I know my sister. I know her encouragement. I know the things that she would say to lift me up, or even be there if I'm down. I just had to think on that a lot when it came to at least the school aspect. But then everything else, I'm like, dang, I'm gonna reach this height and reach this height, but I won't be able to see her, you know, in the crowd clapping for me and stuff, or her videos screaming and stuff for me. Like, I won't be able to experience her happiness for me, like in this video.
What you?
She's not gonna let me. Stop playing. Girl, you snap. She over snap. I'm playing on that girl. She hit the with the and them teens out another verse. She say, wait. I'm gonna read the same verse back with another line.
Let's give people a backstory. In March, she had the best baby shower ever, as you can see in the picture. We called it Club Journey because that's how lit it was. The baby shower was so lit. It was so beautiful. It was everything she wanted. All of her planning, her specific details, from the drinks to her pictures, even on the drinks, y'all. Like the names in the drinks, well, baby Journey name in the drinks, and everything down to every detail. It was literally perfect, and I'm so glad that she got what she wanted, because she was planning like, I hope it's perfect, I hope it's perfect. I'm like, girl, it's gonna be perfect. And I used to tell her, like, she like about little tiny details she wanted to be correct. Don't let no fork be turned different way than a spoon. She's gonna be mad. But on the day, I was like, you know, this is your day, you plan for this, so enjoy it, be in the moment, you know, because she would really be upset about the little details. But it was nothing for her to be upset about. She was so happy about her day. Best baby shower ever, period. I don't see nobody topping it. Nobody ever could top my sister. Thank you. Let's talk about that. Baby shower was in March, and then in April I came home, but I was coming home because I was getting inducted into Honor Society, and I was acting like to her that I was only coming for that, and then I was leaving. But it was a surprise. I was going to surprise her that I was coming to, I was going to be here for when the baby get here. But she was over here every day, so I couldn't trick her. So I was like, the surprise, it was still a surprise, because she thought that I wasn't going to be here when she was going into labor and stuff. At my mama's house every day, and I'm here too, because, you know, this is our house. Like, this room, this was her room, but now it's Journey's room. But yeah, she was here every day. We were sleeping in my mama's bed and stuff, but I wanted to, like, trick her. I wanted her to think that I wasn't gonna be here. If I was here for that, I wouldn't have missed that for the world. Trust me, girl. You know that. The due date was the 23rd. The due date was the 23rd, right? Let's see. Yep. The due date was the 23rd, and she ended up having a doctor's appointment the same day her due date was. My sister was 34. She's gonna be 35. And now I'm scratching my head about that. But yeah. So on her due date, they end up like saying a whole bunch of stuff like, we want to keep you, we want to hold you here and just keep a close watch, which I feel like they just wanted to rush her because it was her due date day, and they just like, you ain't supposed to get over it. So they were just saying like, we want to keep you here to keep a close watch, and we don't want nothing to happen. We don't want you to leave and something happens, so let's just keep you here and stuff. And they end up saying like she could get induced and all that, but she didn't want that. Like, I got the messages and was like, they trying to keep me, they can't do that, I'm about to tell them to release me, I don't care. And then she was like, they want to induce me and I'm not allowing it because they can't tell me what to do. And then I was just saying like, they probably want to keep you because it was your due date and stuff like that. But then I said, all right, Trinity, tread lightly, because don't play with my sister. But me and my mama came quick, fast, in a hurry, and I said, calm down, pace your breathing, close your eyes, breathe and pray. We on the way. And then we was there in a flash. Okay, boom. That was the 23rd when she was in the hospital. The 24th, the next day around, let's see, they don't have the time, but my niece Journey Adore, that girl, she entered the world April 24th at I believe like around 4:48, 4:46. It was around that time. We was there all day. We slept in the hospital on the 23rd. Back hurt and stuff. I would do it all over again 50 times more for my sister, and there was never no complaints about it. But yeah, we stayed overnight. They let us stay. It was me, my mom, my dad, and the baby's father. We was all in the room. We wasn't even supposed to stay overnight, but they let us. And we was there all day. The next day on the 24th, we was there all day, all morning. We didn't leave. We didn't move an inch because we were waiting for Journey's arrival. And then it finally came time for her to come. I wanted to stay, which I should have, like, so when we finally seen the baby and stuff, my mama was telling like, come on, let's give them some time to themselves or whatever like that. But I was gonna stay, and if I would have asked my sister like, you want me to stay, she would have said yeah. But listening to my mama, cause so look, my mama went downstairs and I kept hearing her and said, come on Savannah, let's go. But I was paying attention to her, like I was acting like I didn't hear her. And then I was looking out the window because I could see her car from outside. Looking out the window like she's still outside. Why she just leave me? And then she called me like, come on, let's go to the house. Give them some time. And I really didn't want to leave, but I'm like, I'm just go because mama said, just go. But the next day, I came with a gift and stuff, like the balloons. And I had got like Journey some socks and her some socks, some footies, because I knew she needed some footies. I knew that my sister needed some footies, and then it was like some headbands, just something cute and quick, and then like 2 balloons. And I bring that to her, and I have plans to stay there all day. But mind you, on the 23rd, I was starved. I didn't eat all that day yesterday. Like when I tried to leave to go eat, we end up having to rush back because they were like, it's happening. But I think it didn't, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it did. Maybe that was the next day on the 24th when I finally was about to leave and get food. Yeah. And then I came back. So yeah, the 24th I was gonna leave and get food, and then they ended up saying like she wasn't gonna labor, so we had to rush home. My pops was running through lights, cutting people off because Journey's dad was with us. So we had to hurry and rush, and then baby came. So yeah, I left on the 24th. And then I was saying about the food because on the 25th, the next day when I came and brought like the gift and stuff, I sat there for a minute. I was there talking to her, taking pictures and stuff, and we just talking. And then Journey's mom came, so Journey's grandma came, and that's when I was like, I'm gonna leave and get some food, because mind you, I've been starving. It's not like I'm gonna go get some food and then I'll be back. And when I was leaving, she was like, you gone? And I was like, nah, I'm coming back. She's like, okay, be safe. And then that was it. That was our last interaction. I left, and I remember like being super happy, like the sun was shining. I had like the whole weekend to be with him before I went back to Atlanta and stuff. Literally what's crazy is I was looking at my phone, and I actually have a video from when I was recording myself singing a song. I was like some Rihanna song, and then I had got a call, which is Journey's dad had called me and said something like, your sister had a seizure or something like that. It wasn't the correct term, but you know, he was just saying what he seen. So when he called me, I like instantly called my mama. Me and my mama, I think we made it at the same time. And I remember going upstairs. My mind just went blank. Let's just put a pause in this story. I didn't really want to get too deep into it, but I guess I did anyway. It's fine. But yeah, I remember getting there at the same time as my mom. All I know is I like was rushing up the stairs and rushing to the room because they had her in the postpartum side. By her room, first of all, it was dark. It wasn't even no light on right there. They had a nurse station right there, but the nurse station, it was literally not lit up. It was dark. They had the lights off back there, and you had to go like all the way around to get to where the nurses were at. Let's talk about that anyway. So they wouldn't let us in, but I still went back there anyway. And then they was like saying I couldn't go in the room, but all I remember is hearing them say no post, and like I just remember blacking after that. And then I just kept hearing them saying the same thing. But then my mama went in the room. I remember hearing my mama talk to her and stuff and saying like, I'm here. She like, my baby need to hear my voice. She need to hear my voice. And then I remember leaving from that side because I just kept fainting. And after that, they took her to ICU, and then it was like ongoing all night. Like every second from the time I got the call to the time I'm running upstairs, like every minute of everything that the doctor said, no pulse, do you really want to do this? We gave her all the blood, there's no blood left. Every word, every second, I remember every sound, every beat, every motion, every cart move. I remember everything, every second of the last moments of my sister being here. I remember like going back and forth upstairs because mind you, my sister just had her baby, so Journey's upstairs in the room where they keep all the babies, and then my sister's downstairs ICU. So we finally had a little hope that like she's coming back. We got a post, but then it would go back down. And then I remember my mom coming upstairs like, what do I need to, like panicking, like what do I need to do? Do I need to move my baby? Like she's like, God, just tell me, what do I need to do? At this point, it's like people rolling into the hospital, like some of our family members. So I'm upstairs with the baby. And then my mama came upstairs like, come on, come back downstairs. I'm like, why? She like, come on, just come in. She like, nothing right now, but just come downstairs because I don't know what's going on. So I went back downstairs with her. We were inside the ICU part, which we wasn't supposed to be in there either, but they still let us sit there. And it's like 10, 11 at night. And, you know, we just a couple feet away from where they're working on my sister at. All I remember is all of us were about to walk away. Well, I know my mom was walking away, and then I was about to follow behind her because I'm like, I didn't want to be right there no more. Like I couldn't. Like I remember the doctor coming out, and she's like, wait, don't go nowhere yet. I had already heard her prior saying, you know, like that was it basically. And then when she walked out, she like, wait. No, I remember her saying, we're gonna give it 10 more minutes, and then that's it. So when I heard that, I was about to walk away. And then she's like, no, wait, don't walk away yet. She was like, don't walk away. And she basically called it, gave the time. And I was still asking my sister. Before that happened, I remember like calling my brother like, she in ICU, and he was like, okay, call me back, let me know what happens. And I didn't give everything in between from when they were still working on her upstairs. And I remember being in that waiting room, and I just remember being on my knees praying for restoration, praying that she be okay, praying that she make it out of it. I was even so sure, it had so much faith to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm canceling my flight. I'm definitely not leaving so I can be with her, because I know it's gonna be a lot on her body when she got out the hospital. So I was already preparing in my head like, oh, I'm not leaving no more. I'm gonna be here every second she called me. I'm gonna be here when we leave out of this hospital and she need help, because I know it's gonna be a lot on her body. I'm gonna be right there. So I had so much faith that she was gonna make it out, that they were gonna save my sister, that I had already planned how much that she was going to need me and how much I was going to be there right on her side. I was just praying. I remember walking through the hall. I remember sitting on like one of the beds, and like a security guard walked by and said, you know, that's bad luck. And I'm like, stop talking to me. Like I got pissed off, and I remember walking away. And then I remember after walking back and forth, just asking, I'm like, God, please, I'm praying for your resurrecting power. I'm praying that the same power that you put into Jesus, the same power, I'm just praying that you pour out on my sister, that you touch her, restore her, that, you know, she don't leave us. I just kept praying. I just kept asking. I just remember hearing myself say, like, your power to bring her back to life. I just kept saying resurrecting power, because I know that you brought Jesus. And I know that Jesus has that same power to restore life. So I just prayed that my sister's life is restored over and over and over. Since that day, I haven't prayed. Like, was I not praying hard enough for my sister? Did I not say it enough? Like, what did I do? Was there something more that I could have prayed? I just remember praying for my sister's life to be restored. It didn't happen, and I've been angry. And that's where me questioning everything's come from. Questioning is the road worth exploring? Questioning my passions, my dreams, like, isn't even worth it. And then, like, another side of me is like I was saying earlier, I just know how my sister is. So, like, this should give me all the more power, because, you know, pain is power. And I just haven't been able to think that something good is gonna come. How could life, like, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes one part of me is saying, like, you have to go hard, because you know the character of your sister, and you know that I'm the seed that she's watered, that she watched bloom, that I'm who she poured into constantly. So why not upheld all the things that she poured out onto me and given to me, and continue to pour out? Like, I just can't give up. I just can't stop. I just can't continue to dip back into my old ways. I can't just disappoint my sister. And then so the other half of me is like, I have to make her proud. I gotta do it, because I know what she would want. But then I'm upset because she's not here to see me do it. I don't know. Man, y'all ugly, man. Don't kill me. I ain't even crying. I was cutting onions earlier in here, and I should have been doing it in downstairs. So, you know what? But when I said to myself, make a YouTube video about my sister, I just like, I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry. It's so much more past the surface. I'm not even speaking on her life, legacy, what she's left behind, like memories and stuff. I'm just speaking on the last moments of my sister. I haven't even got into the 34 years that she, girl, you ain't even know 34 years. But I didn't even speak on, but still, I got enough stories and stuff. But I haven't spoke on the 34 years that she's lived, that she's been on earth. I haven't even got to that. All of things she reached, all of the luxuries in life that she touched, that she kept, that she held close to her. All the things that she said, the best nevertheless. My sister will always be my motivation, my reason, my why. Because she always pushed me, encouraged me, held my hand, held my head, caught my tears, cried when I crowed, felt what I feel. My sister never left my side, never left my back. She held me when I couldn't hold myself. My sister will forever be my person, my soulmate, my one, my trophy that I will hold high all the time. I can't drop the ball. She didn't want that. I know everybody say, like, oh, you gotta do this because you know she want that. But my sister really wouldn't want that. Just like I feel she really didn't want to leave us. I feel like she's not okay. But if you know me, you know that I was always praying, you know, on my journey, building relationship, and, you know, church going, taking all of my nieces and nephews to church and etc. and doing all of the things. And now I just feel like super lost. And then there's this where I'm like, and everybody's like, Savannah, you haven't been to church, or you got to get back to church. You got to do this, you got to do that. That's another, like, side of it that I haven't even spoke on either. It's like I haven't fully given up. I'm like, I'm just lost and confused. Like, I don't know. I feel that, like I said, I haven't fully given up. And that's something in me that I won't, like, just let die down. But it's just a crazy feeling. I feel like when I pray, like, when I feel like I was praying for my sister, like, that she don't leave this earth, and like that it didn't happen, but I had so much faith that she was going to be okay. that side of it is hard as well. But there's days where I'll just catch myself, singing like a gospel song or something like out of nowhere, and I won't. At first, I was like doing too much. At first, like I'll stop, but then I just let it flow, and I just realized like, girl, it's not going. But I am just confused, and I feel like that's one of the things that God also understands. And my mama just said the other day, like, you stop studying your Bible, you stop reading. I said yes. She just was like, I will continue to pray for you, but you can give up on a lot of things, but don't give up on God. I ended off the video, and lo and behold, I did a lot of talking for 5 minutes just to be done. And I rolled over to that phone, and the screen was black. Got me there. There's a lot of good stuff too. I ended it off beautifully, but it's fine. Don't remember. I said some good stuff, man. It's still in me though. I feel like I was mainly speaking on how I just know how my sister is when it comes to reaching goals, passions, visions, what you see for yourself, what you set for yourself. So I was saying how I know I just can't drop the ball because she poured out so much onto me, poured into me, that I'm the seed that she watched bloom and grow. So all that she poured out to me, why will I not continue to pour out? There'll be days when I think that, and then the next day I'm just like, no, I don't want to do it. But I know my sister, I know her character, I know her encouragement, her words that will forever live on, and all that she's given me and placed in me, that I have in me forever. I will not just drop that, because like I was saying, I've only talked about the last moments of my sister. I haven't talked about the 34 years that she's lived. I haven't talked about the lasting imprint that she left on me, others on this earth, her life, her legacy, the luxuries of life that she's reached, the happiness that she's reached. She wrote on her notes on Instagram that 4/24/24, the happiest day of her life. I haven't got into the things that make her smile happy. I haven't got into telling y'all the story on how I loved making my sister laugh, how I felt super funny because she don't just laugh at anything. So if she laughed at me, I felt like I made it or something, like I was top comedian. I haven't even got into our connection, how she's truly my person, my trophy that's forever stored up on high. Her name will forever live on high, how she left it, and I won't let it ever touch the ground. Hello? Thank you. She left it up there. It's always been up there. I stuck that with my sister. So when it comes to me, I have it in me to make her proud and to reach what she's reached in this life. And if you can go higher and higher, you do that. She was always reaching for the next best thing. She was always reaching to go higher and higher. There was always more for her. She felt it was always more, that if I reach this, then I can reach this. If I got this 2024 Audi, next year I'm going to get this 2025 Audi on top of a house, in a car, in shoes, in a purse, in some boots, in a... Alright, okay. But... no, seriously. My sister will forever live on through me. I will keep her name high. She's my trophy, my girl, my sister, my twin. This is what she's poured out onto me, because I know her encouragement. I know that she wouldn't want me to just give up, because I am Angel's sister. Because that is my big sister. I won't drop the ball. I will make her proud. I will do it even when it's hard, even on the days where I feel like I can't, because I know she still understands that. One thing about my sister, she's very understanding that anyway, any route I chose, she will always be there to support me and hold my hand. She never let me fail. She never let me fall. She cried when I crowed. Did y'all hear me say that? I'm gonna say it again. She felt what I felt. She caught my tears. She held my hand. That all of things that I've talked about with her, the dreams and goals that I see for myself, or the things I want to do and reach, she wouldn't want me to just drop the ball. So because of her being my reason, my why, my motivation, I know that it's pain and passion and pain and trials and triumph and joy at the end. And I know sometimes it's blurry and it's hard for me to see, but I know at the end of the day that I will stand, I will get up, and then they will all hear me say or know that because I am Angel's sister, I did not drop the ball. Because I am Angel's sister, I persevere, and I'm going to do it. So I'm going to end it off there. Bye.
You can hate me or love me, but I bet you remember. I bet you remember. Remember my name.